He also knows the guy opposite him across the table. He's beaten him 5 times, twice in WTT action, and that will count for something.
Should definitely be a confidence boost.
Okay, now, what kind of a match are we expecting, tactically?
Well, KAO Cheng-Jui, I think, is going to do everything he can to stay close to the table. He was a step behind there. So this is a much better job. Of course, the finish was fortunate off the top of the net, but his opening is inside the table, wide to the forehand. And then he covers in the middle. An IOU for Wang Chuqin.
First time serving, and that worked pretty well.
Not an easy serve to make an opening attack on. The quality he does here still keeps it uncomfortable for Lionheart, Wang Chuqin.
Oh, it just misses. And an early glimpse, and we've seen this twice now, of the venom that Wang Chuqin can bring to a stroke as he falls away into that cartwheel. I interviewed him the other night, and it's only when you get close to him you realize he's a physically imposing guy, is Wang Chuqin. Substantial. Oh, recovered so well. And then unleashed.
Yeah, from behind the table, Wang Chuqin, when he gets his full stroke, pretty much from anywhere, he's able to drive with wonderful power that long forward stroke. Good coverage there from the middle. Wang Chuqin using what he can to make sure he stays close, fights for positioning. Wang Chuqin fans aplenty. Just like Xia, the two of them bring a lot of fans to the stadium, so it's a nice ticket to have here. Double header for the fans. 8-2. Now, in terms of quality, the rotation that Wang Chuqin gets, not to mention the speed and placement, it's almost like he's paid attention to every element you could imagine. There's always something new to discover in table tennis. The game's evolving all the time. And down the middle here, he sneaks it past. Remember, the play is fast out here. We saw Xia struggling to adjust. A lot of balls carrying long. The high altitude, the fast table, the combination. Players still adapting.
2-10.
And it's 8 game points for Hope himself. Quick and painless, he takes game number 1, 11-2. Quite a statement from the world number 2, a man of the... You could literally be watching from anywhere in the world and end up in the middle of this broadcast.
Yep.
That's pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, we're going to be seeing some great stuff coming in from around the world. Get involved. Now the fans are getting involved, and you know, when you schedule Xia and then Wang Chuqin back to back, it just means you're going to have a lot of noise, a lot of support. Have you got your picture in yet, Adam? We're going to be seeing you.
I don't know if we'll be seeing me, but I definitely sent in my audition picture. I did it before, as soon as they showed it. I was like, that seems fun. Let's see if we can surprise some people, bring some flair. Yeah, why not? Hey, life's about participating, right?
Hmm.
I guess depending on what the activity is, but for this one, it's definitely a go for me.
1-2.
KAO Cheng-Jui's got to do something to stop this getting away from him fast. That first game rattled past him.
Well, Wang Chuqin's doing a wonderful job of making his opening attack count. Sometimes a long push can be very effective in catching someone off guard, getting a slower attack coming back for you to take advantage of, punish the other player, catch them off balance.
Oh, nice. Yeah, planted the feet and just blasted.
Yeah, this step around, I think the most important thing, while he takes a risk here and plays a, let's say, very gutsy shot inside out, he uses the length of the table for that extra bit of security to balance out the risk he took.
He has the ability to pick up points quickly, Wang Chuqin, and that's the mark of the champions. Just gets away from a player before they even know it. In terms of fighting qualities, we've seen some good results from KAO Cheng-Jui. Last season, semi-finalist at the WTT Champions in Macau. Fought back in the Singapore smash to stun Felix Lebrun. But he's up against somebody who is hot in Las Vegas tonight.
Yeah, this composure, this calibration to the spin, way out in front, the way he guides that, reaches out, adds a little bit of side spin to it to bend, put it out of reach. He's got so many different modes, Wang Chuqin.
Let's fight 3.
Oh, called.
Not vertically.
Not vertical. And accepted.
5.
Well, it's a warning, so it doesn't cost him anything. Maybe he's thinking, don't sweat the small stuff.
Oh.
5.
Even by his standards, that would have taken something to get that ball on the table there, right?
I was still thinking about the toss verticality, but let's watch this one more time here. Nice shallow push.
Ooh.
The depth on the table is what makes that one tricky. By the time it gets to Wang Chuqin, it's table height. In terms of TTR,
4.
if I remember correctly, Wang Chuqin called twice, and both times he was right. Last event that was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's so good at the moment.
There was one point earlier where Wang Chuqin did something similar, and KAO Cheng-Jui was able to extend and lunge, but this ball's just too wide. When he decides to go there, there's a sense of freedom with that arm, that full stroke, and it's tough to read where it's going to go.
That was disappearing down the strip.
6.
That was before KAO Cheng-Jui even really had a chance to think about it.
But this is a nice change up here, going deeper to the backhand, or at least to the backhand side, as Wang Chuqin moves in a little bit early, anticipating an opportunity to Chiquita for the opening.
7.
And this feels like better choreography. If you're KAO Cheng-Jui, yeah, you didn't win that point, but you were in the point very much. You get a shot that you're expecting, and then you get a follow-up that you're expecting. You've got your opponent on the move, but it's a lot of pressure. This is one of the many factors that makes Wang Chuqin so strong.
And for someone like KAO Cheng-Jui, anyone who comes up against Wang Chuqin, your percentages have got to be so high. He's got to make so many of the shots. But he's still within 1 in this second game. Brilliant. He was jumping backwards on that stroke on the back hand there.
It sounded like it hit the edge of Wang Chuqin's racket, and still he recovered it. KAO Cheng-Jui was quite impressive.
Oh, swarmed all over that and just gets another big point there.
Sometimes you've got to take what's yours, and that means moving your feet a lot. This is an in-between ball. It could have easily been played passively by many, but he moved in quickly, capitalized, got a full stroke on it.
Yeah, got the lead and another serve.
Yeah.
8-all. Crunch time. game 2.
I was waiting for a reaction out of Wang Hao. I thought maybe I'd see one in that moment. Ball came down on Gao Cheng-Rui's side. Slow and spinny, rhythm breaker. We've seen a fair amount of this throughout this event so far, from Hanagoda to Miyu Nagasaki to Nandan Naresh. This can be very effective.
Play, please.
Now he has a chance, 2 game points to be precise, and he's worked so hard for them.
He's been trailing for the majority of this game, at least to memory it feels that way. Full stroke across the ball, inside out forehand, the wide forehand, and he's got the serves to convert the game. 2 of them if he should need the second.
Well, he's missed that one. To your point, he trailed all the way to 7-7 and then just got in front.
Really takes his chances here. This is not a shot you regret. Decision's okay. Not always going to make your shot, but making the right decision, the most important thing. And the serve does it.
Yeah.
11, 9.
Well played, Gao Cheng-Rui, because the narrative was suggesting. Welcome back to the Maverick Arena.
Third game. KAO to serve. Long all.
Explosive start to the 3rd game. Just to let you know, the winner of this one will go on to meet the Korea Republic's Lee Sang-soo, who's overcome Liam Pitchford 3-1 in their round of 32 matchup.
1 all.
The bottle challenge just falls off, doesn't come down on the other side. It's a tough battle. Lee Sang-soo's been in wonderful form. Took out Kanak Ja on home soil here in the opening round.
One, two.
And Wang Chuqin with the body language saying, wait forward. It's a fine balance. Then the hands come up. He says, stay forward.
2 all.
Let's just take a minute to acknowledge 11-2 in game 1.
Yeah.
And it only counts for 1 game. They're tied right now in points in this game, in games.
Oh, wow.
3-2.
Wasn't too much wrong with what Wang Chuqin gave him, but he produced an absolutely brilliant ball into the corner.
That off a net, a brushing, bending backhand, and then a hooking forehand off a net.
Oh, it just misses.
Well, this time the serve comes down. The bottle challenge serve that Gao Cheng-Rui didn't have success with earlier, this time pays off immediately. And at the first towel break, we got a very different score line.
What I like about him, he's a punchy player, always has been. There's an energy about Gao Cheng-Rui and the way he plays, and he seems to be just bringing it to Wang Chuqin. It's great to see.
Yeah, he's a fighter. That's such a wonderful shot. I thought the receive left Wang Chuqin with not much to do. Has to spin that ball as much as he can while keeping it as low and slow as he can to make it uncomfortable for Gao Cheng-Rui. He's won a fair share of points this way. Gao Cheng-Rui's pushed long to the forehand, allowed Wang Chuqin to lift and open up, and then in the counter exchange, the rally, it just seems that there's still some settling in to do for the way the ball's moving.
That was a high ball, high bounce to take on for Wang Chuqin. But again, it's close. It's just 1 point now.
Yeah, it is a bit unusual. We saw another left-handed Chinese player earlier in Kwai Man against Adriana Diaz fighting against some of these kicking high balls. Gotta love it, the quality of points, the shot quality in this rally, the athleticism, and the boldness too. That could have been just a snap at the waist for somebody else. a medical timeout, but it's just what it takes to counter loop.
If you're sitting down by the table, that ball is a blur. Yeah, it's a break there off the net.
A bit short, but occasionally mix it up. But don't be afraid to push. Other than that, invest in the spin, variation. Look for the wide forehand where you can. And he tries for it there with the forehand down the line. A long push is a good way out of a lot of situations, but the surprise factor is really important. If your opponent knows what's coming, that means more time to prepare. Make a better quality shot in response. First point out of the timeout to the player who didn't call it, Wang Chuqin.
6-7.
And again, a little bit of pace off, just takes it past the number 2 seed. Off the end of the table, just clipped.
And the other thing I remember hearing was, feel free to serve with no spin.
Yeah.
It might sound counterintuitive, but at this level, it feels like almost half of the serves are empty or float or dead, however you want to call it, but less rotation to get a player to overreact, either popping it up or hitting it into the net.
And with that, it's 9-6, and he serves, and Wang Chuqin can get close to re-establishing control of this match. And he does, because he gets both of those service points to give him 4 game points for 2-1. Needed one of them, so back in front. Wang Chuqin dominated the first, surrendered the second in a tight one, and then showed some quality to make it 2-1 against Cheng-Jui. Now he serves.
Long 1.
If you can come back from being beaten 11-2 mentally, you know there's quite a chance after being beaten 11-6.
Oh.
Gotta love it. The grunts back and forth. Gladiator battle out here. Both 10 feet plus behind the table. This was effort, energy, precision, placement, everything that was needed. Fearlessness on both sides. 16 shots, and almost every single one of them could have been a winner.
I don't know about you, that's the best I've seen here in Las Vegas this week. What a point.
Yeah, this rally is way up there.
Oh, they're going at it toe-to-toe.
And this time around, Cheng-Jui makes his move back in. A little fortune for Wang Chuqin here. He raises his hand after the point, but watch Cheng-Jui make his move back in. Short stroke to the short side, looks for it.
In a town known for its pugilism, you got a fighter, a punchy fighter coming up against Wang Chuqin, and it's great to see.
And that's Wang Chuqin's point.
1.
He actually had quite a clear view of that from this side angle. Again, the table's fast, so the ball reaches the player a little bit faster than usual, not allowing them as much time to plant and lift against a push. That's what he wanted to do a few points ago, and Wang Chuqin shows him how it's done. Smothering timing on this, suffocating just quickly, the speed off the bounce. The body of Wang Chuqin, the way he moves to create these opportunities, he's constantly working for it.
And he's taken 13 of the last 16 points. There's punching and there's counter-punching, and this from Wang Chuqin is just sensational. He's taking what he's given and giving it back with more. Turning it on right now.
My first time seeing Liang Jingquin on this trip. It's been a little while. Obviously not the result he was looking for.
Yeah, he went early, didn't he? Lilian Bardet shocked him in the round of 64, and we've seen concerns for some of the Chinese men, but not this one. Wang Chuqin looks as if he's, well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but he looks strong.
Again, this is why players come to Vegas early, because those half-long serves end up drifting in this high altitude. Wang Chuqin, it almost seems like, can make the back of the table disappear to find an opening attack. Turns his back to the table. That is some confidence in the quality of your opener.
How often do you see that? That spinning cartwheel away from the table. Could have come back, nearly did.
To play against a player who's 22 in the world and he looks down, why didn't it come back? What happened?
And amidst all this, with a skied ball, it's 8-2 now, and this one might just be rushing towards its conclusion.
Again, the timing has been tricky for many. Gao Cheng-Jui trying to get down 2-8 now.
Oh, with the backhand. Stop it, that's too good.
He's been so fast in these rallies. By the time you think the idea, he's already executed it. It'd be good enough to recognize the opportunity, but he's there, he's on his toes, he's on top of the bounce. Chop block. Yodza with the chop block, loving it. A little bit of creativity and desperation, potentially, something to mix it up. He did it with his backhand, the brushing, bending backhand, but the opposite side spin here.
Oh, he gets it. Oh, with a bit of help from the table. He had his back to his opponent when he got that ball.
This is why you always go for it. You never know if it'll come down on the edge. Not much can be done against that.
And look at the reward for that. It's 7 match points. And he needs just one of them. A statement made for the first time in WTT action. He'd actually dropped a game against this opponent. Who knows whether it sparked him into action, but he got that done in brutal fashion in the fourth. 11-3 it goes to Wang Chuqin.